up. It's been a long time since I made a video, and I think that's okay because I don't think it really affected anyone's lives too much. I mean, I did hear rumors that there were some people that rioted and took to the streets because they just didn't get enough of Late Night Quarantine Show.
It's the Late Night Quarantine Show!
But, oh well, it's hot and I don't want to wear a suit. In all seriousness though, this channel was birthed from the lockdown. It just became a great way for me to pass the time. And I generally had fun making videos, and I tried all the YouTube genres. You know, I tried the trailer reactions. Yeah, it was interesting. Wait, what are you asking me? The gaming. All right, I guessed the card right. Cool, I get a point or something. Maybe like a medal or, oh. The commentary, there was some I liked, some I didn't, and then had to go back to a job. Remember when we had to go back to jobs? I really did it all. Aside from being probably the most modest person you'll ever meet, I'm kind of a champion of creativity.
I'm a creative genius, and there's no other way to word it.
Something that usually piques my interest are just kind of odd topics that I want to find answers to. These are usually questions that no one cares about or asks, but hopefully the answers are entertaining enough. Does that make sense? That's why I did a video on Forensic Files, a show that I watched as a kid and wanted to know more about. That's why I did an interview with Jack Mulcahy on Rem Lazar, which was a title that had a lot of questions that needed answering. So basically what you're saying is the new Rem Lazar film will be shot with 3 cameras in infrared. Yes, I use the word needed. Blu-ray out now, which is a good transition into this video, because just like Rem Lazar, Octopuff and Kumquat, which is what they named it, was also featured on Red Letter Media's Best of the Worst, though very briefly. Now, it's fair that the crew on that channel stopped watching it because it was too boring, which they were right. So why film a segment about a boring video? I mean, it makes sense. I mean, who would do that? You know, who would not only film a segment, but an entire video on it?
You know, I'm a
who
creative
would do
genius.
that? So don't worry, I'm gonna do it. All right, now I have a list of questions as we get into this, and that's, what is an Octopuff? What is a Kumquat? And why is there an Octopuff inside of a Kumquat? These are questions that people are losing sleep on, and by people, I mean just me. Okay, so the video begins with what looks like an episode of Squidbillies. The morning sun that lights up the big gray sky. We have some Dr. Seuss inspired buildings, and the animators clearly can't decide on what color this bird should be. And we hear this musical score that sounds like it would fit better in a horror movie. Eventually, the director's kids, I mean professional children's choir, chime in and brighten the mood.
Our skies are much bluer than blue. Our doom is a dewier doom.
Oh, the American Lung Association. All right, I wasn't expecting that, but it was the 70s and animation wasn't really in its prime yet. But it wasn't all bad. We got some classic cartoon hits in 1976 such as Once Upon a Girl, Bedtime Stories for Grown-Ups, and Taxi Driver. So since it's the American Lung Association, I assume it's gonna have to do with probably something about smoking, you know, Octopuff, puffing those cigs, 8 of them. Because octopus, I don't know.
Who is writing this?
But Kumquat is actually the kingdom they live in. And I say kingdom because they got a king. They got a king. They got King Kumquat, I guess. And Octopuff, I guess is just, I don't know, it's probably going to be like a chain-smoking octopus or something.
Would you like to try one of these, Your Majesty?
There you go. So the smoky octopus drives into town, and the Kumquatians overreact a bit.
Do something, somebody. We're being attacked.
What the hell was that? Why would you give such a horrific blinking animation? He looks dead or possessed. Why not just have a flat line like he's blinking normally? Look, this is not a big deal, but it's a deal. Moving on. After Octopuff farts his way into town, he sets up a stage and starts singing his sales pitch.
I guess you wonder who I am. Maybe you wonder what I've got.
No, we're not. Literally no one asked, you just started singing.
But first, my name. Let me introduce myself.
Don't care. We actually...
I'm Octopuff.
Cool. I'm Robert.
Look here now, with your...
Even though Octopuff is pissing off the king, he's got a little something that might calm him down.
what do you call this thing?
Crystal meth out of a Pepsi can.
That, Your Majesty, is a cigarette.
And the king isn't impressed.
Why, this is just burning leaves and hot smoke.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Octopuff eventually gets everyone hooked on smoking. Even this lady who, oh my god, inhales a whole damn cigar in like 3 seconds.
You'll have a habit.
What the hell is wrong with this octopus? And what is this creepy ass music? It's kind of reminding me of the Song of Unhealing from that weird Majora's Mask mod. Anyway, Kumquat is now up in smoke, and the kids don't know what to do about it.
It's hard to breathe when they smoke. I tried to get my mom and dad to stop smoking, but they just got angry.
Maybe try putting on that demonic face of yours to see if it changes your tune.
Put the pack down, Mom.
So the kids can't seem to break their parents of the new smoking habit that was given to them by an octopus, who for some reason is still sticking around. I mean, did he not just try to get the adults hooked on cigarettes? I mean, he did it. Mission accomplished. Time to move over to the next town. Octopuff and jackfruit or something, whatever this cinematic universe has established. But whatever. I mean, he just decides he's gonna chill in Kumquat, I guess. Also, come on, this looks exactly like Squidbillies, right? I mean, obviously Squidbillies art is better, but I mean, the style, the colors, the squid-like... Wait a minute. Chain-smoking octopus and a chain-smoking squid, and, you know, the similar design choices, but a chain-smoking squid is in it, and an octopus. And cigarettes are in it as well. Also, don't forget and the squid... And the octo in squid.
The prophecy is true.
Okay, so I have a question. And I don't mean to sound dumb, but it's probably gonna sound dumb anyway. Was there any inspiration taken from Octopuff and Kumquat to help make Squidbillies? I don't know. I don't even know if you've watched the show. You probably don't know what the hell I'm even talking about.
Who writes these?
So I looked up Squidbillies and found out that they were created by Awesome Inc. So I sent them an email where I wrote, "Dear Awesome Incorporated, creators of the hit Adult Swim series Squidbillies, it has come to my attention after an extensive review of a 1976 children's program created by the American Lung Association.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I have to wonder if the show creators of Squidbillies were indeed inspired by Octopuff and Kumquat. I would find this amusing and quite the fun fact if I do say so myself. I appreciate your time and am eager to hear your response. Much love, Robert."
Who wrote these jokes?
We can't say.
As we all know, if you don't get the answer you want from the internet, you make up your own. So, basically, they're just too afraid to answer the question. It's the truth. It's on the internet now. I don't know. There's worse conspiracies to believe in, I guess. So, stepping away from the conspiracies for a second and getting back to the plot, the kids devise a plan to get rid of Octopuff by appearing as ghosts and scaring him, I guess. And not even dress up as ghosts, but instead they just place ghost costumes on poles and wave them around. Oh, okay. I guess now they decided to wear them. The kids pretend to be the ghosts of Kumquat and command him to leave. Octopuff begs to stay, so the ghosts make a deal. He can stay, but he's gotta stop with this blowing smoke thing. The cigs, the pipes, the cigars. We got a lady huffing down 10 cigars in a minute over here. Kumquat is strictly a non-smoking section. And you're turning the frickin' fruits gray!
But if I can't smoke, what will I breathe?
Man, I don't know. What are you breathing right now, huh? I mean, why are you asking me? I'm a ghost. The reason why I got into this position is because I stopped breathing.
Try a little fresh air. It's great.
Oh, so that's where all the fresh air went. It was in a can the whole time.
Not bad.
Really? It's that good? Let me try this. Nice legs. I don't know. Just kind of smells like old, dried Campbell soup to me. But the ghost plan works, and just like that, Octopuff is no longer addicted to smoking. So simple. He sucks the smoke right out of the air with a vacuum, forcing the already on-edge parents to quit their addiction cold turkey. Sure, it was a rough couple of withdrawing months with those families in Kumquat, let me tell you.
But they just got angry.
But Octopuff does blow fresh air in everyone's faces that, I guess, removes their cravings, and everyone is happy again. The end. And that's Octopuff and Kumquat in a nutshell. Entertaining or not, it's at least trying to convey a good message, so if you're a hater, you could put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll that in your cigar and stroke it. You can put that in a box and mail it, to a friend, because, that's nice. It's nice.
Do you have a writing staff?
If there's anything I hate more than cigarette smoke, it's a terrible transition to our sponsor. And by sponsor, I mean a shout out I'm doing for free. My good pal Jack Mulcahy, who you probably know better as Rem Lazar, is coming out with a newly restored Blu-ray of Creating Rem Lazar, along with creator Scott Zacharin. Watch your favorite childhood show that you never knew existed until the internet told you about it, but now in stunning 4K. See Rem's majestic blue hair, now in 4K. Remastered music that you can groove to with your kids. No kids? No problem. Go find some and bring them to your shed. They'll never be able to leave. I mean, they'll never want to leave. Link in the description on where to purchase. I got mine, and boy, has my shed never been this lit. It can get pretty hard to breathe in there sometimes, but it's okay because we got cans of fresh air. It's fine. They're fine. We're fine. Like I said, silly, the shed is lit. Like I said, silly, the shed is lit. The shed is lit.
I said so. The shed is lit.